I'm therapist Kathlyn White from Niceville, Florida, and the name of my business is Carpenter House. And this is my little therapy dog, Tally Ho. And we are here today to talk about anxiety. Anxiety is a common feeling or emotion, but sometimes anxiety can cause people very, very serious problems, such as panic attacks or generalized anxiety, which is worry and trouble controlling the worry. I'm going to go over some common anxiety symptoms that people don't often see as anxiety, so that you will know if you possibly have an anxiety disorder that needs to be treated by a therapist and or a doctor or medication. Of course, the first prominent symptom is anxiety, which is also called worry, nervousness. Sometimes people might say, oh, she's a worrywart or he's a worrywart. But it can also be interesting symptoms like feeling things around you are strange, foggy, feeling detached from your body or part of your body. What an odd symptom that sounds like, but that can be anxiety. You may have sudden, unexpected panic spells. You may have an impending sense of doom. Feel like something bad is going to happen. Worry you're going to be in a car accident before going on a trip. Or just worry about things that usually don't happen. That's anxiety. If you'll think about things you've been anxious about, usually they don't happen. That means you're having anxiety and anxious thoughts. Just feeling tense or uptight or edgy can be anxiety. Anxiety can cause trouble concentrating, trouble with thinking, trouble with remembering things, trouble with deciding on what to say during a conversation. It can cause you to feel like, oh, I said something wrong that I shouldn't have said in the conversation. That is very common. Anxiety can cause your thoughts to race, or it can cause your thoughts to come one after the other about things that are worrisome or scary. Anxiety can cause frightening daydreams or fantasies. You may have fantasies that someone is going to hurt you, or fantasies that you're going to fail a test at school, or that your parents are going to leave each other. That's anxiety. You may feel like you're on the verge of losing control. That also happens when people have panic attacks. They feel like they're going to lose control of themselves. They may fear they're going to go crazy. That's anxiety. Sometimes people fear they're going to faint or pass out. People fear illness, having a heart attack, dying, getting sick, getting cancer. They may fear that something bad will happen to them. That's anxiety. Fears of looking foolish in front of each other. This happens a lot with adolescents. They're afraid people are going to laugh at them, or they're going to say something wrong and not fit in. That can be anxiety. Fears of illnesses. Fears of being alone, isolated, or abandoned. Fearing your boyfriend, spouse, or partner will leave you. That That can be anxiety. Fear of criticism, being disapproved of or rejected, fears of just not being liked, are anxious thoughts. And just that common fear that something terrible will happen to me. Skipping, racing, or pounding of the heart. Sometimes people can actually feel their heart beating. That can be anxiety. They can have pain or pressure or tightness in the chest. That can be anxiety, but if you're having chest pain, that can also be an emergency that requires an emergency room visit. Sometimes people can have tingling or numbness in their fingers. That can be anxiety. Butterflies in the stomach, nervous feelings in the stomach, churning in the stomach, constipation or diarrhea, restlessness or jumpiness, or muscle tension, where your shoulders are tight or your back hurts. That can be muscle tension from anxiety. Sweating because you're nervous. It's not necessarily hot outside, but you're sweating, or you're sweating when you talk to people. Shaking of your hands can be anxiety. Feeling like there's a lump in your throat that comes and goes and kind of nags at you. It may worry you. That can be brought on by anxiety. Rubbery legs, jelly legs, feeling dizzy, lightheaded, or off balance, feeling like you're choking or smothering or can't catch your breath fully can be anxiety. Headaches can be caused by anxiety. Pains in the neck or back can be caused by anxiety. Hot flashes, cold flashes, but especially feeling tired, weak, or exhausted. Anxiety can make people especially tired. So if you're having several of these symptoms, I hope this video helps you sort it out and realize that you may be having anxiety, and that it is a very treatable kind of problem that you may want to see a therapist about. So, from Tally Ho and I, we say goodbye for now, and please stay tuned for future video recordings.